Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And today's video is going to be a little bit different. The video is going to be a little bit different because today I'm talking about my disease some of you have probably noticed by now. If you're wondering what it is, this video is here to tell you about that. So we'll get into that in just a second. I've thought about making this video for some time now, but I didn't know if I wanted to make it because I don't want to make it sound like I'm making it about me and I'm making it feel sorry for me. I'm not making it to have a pity party for me or anything. It's just a video about, it's just an informative video telling people what's wrong with me if they've been wondering. It's not really for me, it's for others. And yeah, that's what this video is about. It's not coming out of the blue. It's not just something I want to make people feel sorry for me or get views. It's not the point of this video. It's just to inform people. So with all that out of the way, we can get into the video. So the disease I have is Duchenne muscular dystrophy, and I was diagnosed with it when I was 5 years old. There are several other muscular dystrophies, but unfortunately I got the short end of the stick with one of the worst ones. But I've handled it moderately well. Duchenne muscular dystrophy is a degenerative muscle disease, meaning my muscles get weaker over time. And my body doesn't make enough of the protein dystrophin, which is what makes your muscles have the strength they have. And over time, they waste away. It's basically a wasting disease, which just sucks, but what can you do? And what sucks with muscles is that that's almost every vital organ. So every vital organ you can think of are affected. So most things you can think of that can happen with those can happen with what I have if I don't take the right medication. For the most part, I take all the medication I need, which has helped me for the most part. Still some other problems, but with it being a disease that affects muscles, of course, it affects legs. So my legs have been weakened to the point that I have to be confined to a wheelchair. Which, when at first it's hard, and some days it's harder than others, but for the most part, it's not. For the most part, I've coped with it and dealt with it for the most part. And some of you, I'll probably notice that I move around sometimes. If you've seen me streaming or playing games, you see the wheelchair. You hear sometimes the noise in the background of my videos. Yeah, that's me adjusting myself, because now that I've been in this since I was like 11, it started to cause my body to get sores and stuff. So I have to adjust myself every now and then, which really sucks. Okay, now on to the next point. This also being a degenerative disease, it also causes your spine to start twisting. It causes scoliosis, which makes your spine twist in unnatural ways, eventually causing you to have to get a spinal fusion surgery. Obviously, you don't need to get the surgery, but I did. Which, this surgery fuses your spine and pelvis together to straighten out your spine. And for me, it has stopped me from having the ability to eat, to feed myself. I still can eat, but I can't feed myself anymore. It sucks, but I've gotten used to it. Yes, I have to rely on people to feed me now, but sometimes I like it that way. I get to interact more with people when I eat now, which is good. But also with that being a problem, the ability to not feed myself anymore, I had to also get a feeding tube, because eventually I might not be able to swallow food, but hopefully that doesn't happen. Because some people with what I have can still chew their food perfectly fine. They don't need to use it. But as of right now, we only use it when I'm sick, or if I can't take medication. If a medication is way too hard to swallow. And that's pretty much it. And one of the only things that really sucks about this, that is the only thing that really affects me mentally, is that sometimes it just feels like I'm a burden to people, which I know I'm not. Most people are fine with taking care of me. It's not a burden to them. They don't think that way. But sometimes it's really hard because I can't do everyday things. Can't take a shower myself. Can't get dressed in the morning or get ready. And so on. But you know, what can you do? You're dealt your hand and you have to deal with it. I have mostly come to terms with it. And the people around me don't mind helping. So that makes it a lot easier to get through this. And sadly, with this disease right now, there is no cure for it as of right now. But they have made stuff to make it so children can't get this in the long run. Which I don't want to talk about how they got to that. How they were able to do that. It might not. That's probably a video for another time. That's like a whole different debacle in and of itself. But that's not what this video is about. And currently there are drugs, there are trial drugs that help me get back the protein dystrophin. Which they're a skipping drug, which means they can bridge the gap between what part of dystrophin I'm missing. And the drug that I am currently on, that's a trial drug, I don't know if it's a trial drug anymore, is Vyondys 53, which has already built up quite a bit of the dystrophin back into my body. Obviously not enough to get all my muscles back. There's going to be some things that even if I did get all my muscle strength back, stuff has already been affected. Like my feet have turned. This causes bones to start atrophying and stuff to start turning because I don't walk on them as much. Because, you know, if you don't walk, bones don't tend to really work anymore. Tendons tend to want to not work. Muscles tend to atrophy and all that stuff. Yeah, lots of fun stuff. Really fun. But what can you do? As well as all that, life expectancy of this didn't used to be very long. Life expectancy used to be what age I am, 19. Around this age, around the late teens. But there have been some people that have lived to their late 30s and 40s, and they were born in the 90s. And there wasn't as good of treatment back then. There's better treatment now. So I expect I might have a way longer life expectancy than these people. And a lot of doctors and everyone around me has said a lot of other people that they've been around with what I have aren't as well off as I am. Some of them weigh a lot more than me. They don't probably eat the healthiest. Some of the people that have what I have, some of the people around them are not the best at taking care of them either. I have like a G-tube, and every time I go to the doctor or his nurses, they say it's the cleanest one they've ever seen. That really terrifies me. And it makes me think that a good chunk of the people that have what I have had a lower life expectancy, not by their own will, but because other people were frickin' too lazy or too stupid to take care of them, in my opinion. Okay, enough with that rant. But yeah, most people with what I have didn't used to live long. Now the healthier ones tend to live till their late 30s, 40s. I think there's one dude that's like in his 50s now. But yeah, so that means I have quite some time to do what I want. And what I want to do is YouTube. But I won't let this stop me. And if you guys have struggles, you shouldn't let them stop you either. If you think you can't do something, you probably can. You just might need to do it a little bit differently. That's how I need to do things. Because I probably have some of the same interests as you, but I've had to find other ways to do them. if that makes sense. And I'm sorry this was too sad of a video, but I promise the next ones won't be as sad. And this probably gives more of an explanation as to why you might think my videos might be low effort, but I don't think they are. They're not low effort for me. For the most part, I do almost all this stuff myself. I don't have any help. I just have the help setting the stuff up, you know, to get to the computer and the Xbox. That's the stuff that I'm helped with, but I can roll up to this desk. I can use the mouse and keyboard. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.